How we doing? It's Mailman Nick. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Venti. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a thumbs up. Don't treat me like a 204B over here. And obviously, these are my own thoughts and opinions. I will not speak on behalf of the Postal Service. So I just want to make a quick video. It's my day off. I'm going to get some pizza. Be on the lookout for that. But I want to just make a quick video about what I see is wrong with the post office. I like to keep it positive, but I wanted to make a video on what I see is wrong and that the culture needs to change. So I think the first thing is management. It feels like we promote carriers, or that using that term loosely, but with our management, I feel, in my honest opinion, if you never carried mail for at least 3 to 5 years, you shouldn't go into management. You shouldn't tell carriers what to do. If you had never been through a few seasons doing our job, how are you going to tell us what to do? Look at behind the computer? That's ridiculous. If you go into management, you should have at least a few years of carrying mail. At least. You gotta lead by example. I've had my best management have been the ones who've carried mail before for years, because they understand the job. If you never carried mail before, you're not going to understand. You're going to see the numbers on the computer and be like, okay, this is what it should be. If you've carried mail, you know there's variables, weather, dogs, customers, mail volume, runs, third bundles. There's a lot of stuff that affects the times, that affects how we deliver the mail. We get it. That's my biggest thing right now at the post office is management. Why do we keep promoting people who are terrible workers? I see it. I've been in so many different offices. I've helped out so many different offices. I see it's the same thing. There's usually one or two supervisors, usually at least one supervisor in every office, that it seems like they should not be in that position. Why are we promoting people who have not shown a good track record, coming to work, carrying mail efficiently? Why are we because nobody wants the job. Shout out to Dominique. She's a carrier that was in my office who's now 204 being. She carried mail for a few years for sure, and she was actually a good carrier. We need more people like that in management. Why are people who've never carried mail before going into, why are we promoting these people? Why are we promoting these people? It's all about who you know, and that's a bad culture, because if you're being promoted based on not your work ethic or merit, if you're promoted based on who that's not the person you want leading. That's not the person you want running things. In my opinion, you should have a good track record. You should be able to carry mail and be proficient at it, be good at it. That's my biggest thing. We need to promote hardworking carriers, hardworking clerks, we got to promote the hardworking people. Why are we promoting the lazy people? That's what I see. It's just what I see. So fixing management and that culture is number one. But I'm not saying there's not good management. There's a few carriers who I know who went into management. They are good carriers, and I know they're going to help out the office. Going to the dark side, whatever. We need more good, hardworking people as management. Do you want people who are, lazy and don't come to work anyway, and just did all the easy stuff, and now they're going to management to sit behind a desk? That's not the people you want. That's not the people you want. Number two is that goes into the restrictions will be the death of the post office. People know that once you get past your 90 days, you get a medical restriction. Why are you getting, if you're getting a medical restriction so quickly, into your postal career, why are you doing a blue collar job? Why? It just doesn't make sense to me. If I knew I was going to have physical hardships right away, it's not like years down the line where you've been doing this job a while, you get injured, things happen, 110%. But if you just started and you're having medical issues, why are you doing a blue collar job? It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. If, like I said, if I had medical issues, physical issues with, walking and stuff like that, and I know it would be like that, it's a cheat code around the system to say I'm going to skeet by, I'm going to do all the easy stuff and have an easy career. That's not fair to the people who have integrity and actually don't sell themselves short and make sure people get their mail on the walking routes and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be doing this job if I knew I was going to have some medical issues. I would be go to a different craft if you can't do the job. If you know right away you go on these restrictions like 6 months to a year in, they're not injured. That's just a cheat code. It's just a cheat code. So the bad management, promoting people who shouldn't be promoted, and the restrictions and just people not doing their job. Like, I'm not saying things don't happen. I have issues that happen all the time. But you see it. You see carriers who just, abuse the system, and it puts pressure on people who've been here for 20, 30 years now having to be mandated overtime because carriers are just abusing the system. It's not fair. But that's the two main issues I've seen. I just want to make that video because the two things I see that the post office could improve on is promoting better quality workers to management positions and people not abusing the restriction system and all that. It's abused. It is abused. So, but yeah, my channel, we promote hard work. We promote efficient work, being a person of integrity, and that at the end of the day, that's I couldn't just that's the two things that really I see that are frustrating and that I would change if I had to pick two things. But hopefully everybody's having a good Sunday. I'm on my way to get some food, and it's actually hot out, 70 degrees. That's very warm, and I think we're out of the cold months. So, but thank you guys all for tuning in. If this resonates with you, if you're a frustrated carrier, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys soon.